It's your so beloved and glorious Mix Valor. So here's the deal. I have that other video I was telling you guys about ready and waiting to be edited. I have no time to actually sit and edit it. So hopefully I'll get around to that tonight. Yeah. I think I was a little rude to the help here. I need to start making my own lunch, packing it with me, because I'm dropping by the house before I go to another IKEA job. IKEA jobs all day today, which is good. So the first one went over well, given the fact that we've had issues the last couple days. So first one in the bag, it was a Solitaire wardrobe. It was fine. Took about 2 hours, just because spacing. So you get hemmed up on time when it gets pretty tight. So, but usually I think I've done those in like hour and 30 minutes before, so it wasn't too bad. The more you work on something, the quicker it gets, even with tight spaces. Oh, at that.
Thank
you. At that.
We're waiting for the deluxe. Can you please mark your reservation for number 1 and I'll give it to Mrs.
Really, man? Really? Oh my god, dude. You gotta be kidding me. I hate this, because here's the deal. I'll answer your question, but this irritates me. It's like, oh, can you go wait up at the front? The reason why they do that is because they're on a timer. As far as their corporate and all that stuff, they have to, from the time you place your order to when you pay to when you actually leave with your food, there has to be a certain amount of time that goes by, right? And if they're gonna take longer than is allowed in that amount of time, they tell you to go up over to the side. Because what happens is they click on their little timer. It's like, oh, that person received their food. So it's like a way of fudging the numbers. And technically, you can just sit there and be like, I'm not moving until I get my food, so I ain't going up to the front. I've seen people do it before. And the only reason why I come up front is because, there's people behind me, so to be courteous to the people behind me, I'll move forward. So,
Hello.
Jesus Christ.
I scared you. I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
It's a double crab with eggs
And yeah. Thanks. Everything seems to be in order. What's the question? Are we going to keep going back to this? So that means you're coming back to HVAC? Really, dude? No one in this town can drive. No one. I would prefer not to go back into HVAC. I think I've told this a million times. Like, it's not a bad thing to get into, don't get me wrong, but it's like, dude, really? It's like, I don't want to do anything that involves sales. That's the thing. If the bulk of my bread involves commission, I don't want nothing to do with it. So something like commercial HVAC is fine, but those guys I worked with last time, I don't know if you remember me talking about it, but they kind of soured me on working in that field. It's just really toxic. I might complain and moan about one thing or another, but at the end of the day, I'm a pretty positive guy. I vent out my frustrations to the universe and then I look for solutions. These guys, it's just toxic, man. I can't be around it. The strenuous negativity and the personal attacks for no reason, just because I went to school. It's this whole old man boys club mentality. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway. Oh, I'm gonna be going on Twitch soon. Some things are gonna be happening. This summer my schedule's kind of all over the place, between working on the book, between, trying to work in general, and, take care of the boys. I really don't have a lot of time to dedicate to anything specific. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna force myself on a Twitch schedule 3 times a week. I'm gonna stream on Twitch. The plan is to start at 8 o'clock at night. Stream for about 2-3 hours. I don't have a crazy setup like I did before. What are you doing, idiot? The lane merged. What is wrong with you? Anyway, so it's literally just gonna be like a talking head thing. It's just gonna be me in front of the camera with a mic. That's it. So that's kind of how we're gonna be doing things. So, I mean, it's gotta be better than nothing, right? So I'll get that all set up around sometime in September. Well, not necessarily. So with TaskRabbit, thankfully, I've gained a lot of experience assembling furniture and stuff. So I was actually thinking of, when I get back from September, if work has been the same way it has, like I said in another stream, I'm gonna have no choice but to get a 9 to 5. So I'm thinking of probably getting hooked up with one of these like furniture companies, like RC Wiley or Walker or something. Hopefully something close to the house. Not selling furniture, but like doing the delivery and stuff. So I'll see what's available, put applications in, and be like, hey, I've worked successfully for like the past 1.5 years as an independent contractor on TaskRabbit, assembling furniture. I'm pretty darn good at it, kind of thing. Or even just delivering furniture. I'm pretty good at it, so kind of get hooked up with one of those, see where it goes. Obviously, you're going to get paid a lot less per hour than I would doing TaskRabbit, but the good news is at least it's consistent. So I'd rather have some money than no money. I'd rather be working than not working kind of deal, so. Yeah, I might make $35 an hour, but if I only work 3 hours a week, I mean, that's not a whole lot of cash. So, no, change is fine. I mean, I got to do what I got to do until the book's done, so. It's just kind of hard now. I don't really have a whole lot of time to really write, so I make the time that I can. So, and I think it's going to be all right. Stressful, but we'll kind of see where it goes. Hopefully you guys back the Kickstarter when the book comes out. And actually, the best way that y'all could back the Kickstarter is to share it around, to be perfectly honest with you, for the book, because I am doing self-publishing. Can you move, lady? Jesus. Oh, there's a spot right here. Hell yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go right now. I got a little bit of time to kill for the next one, a little bit, so I'll probably be on in about an hour, okay? As always, Hero So Glorious, Beloved Mace Valor.